Hello, everybody. It is time for another session of the Cloaked Divide. We have my favorite people. In the bottom left, we have my brother of 32 years, uh, Sebastian. Sebastian. Sorry, they all got new names last session. Um, he is a uh, bow wielding, uh, parkour loving, water fearing, uh, night vision man. Top left we have Han, aka Matt, aka my buddy, board game buddy. He is a he is a lore master, animal lore master. You know what? I honestly I forgot what your character does. Uh, um,
He's potentially rage filled,
rage filled, yes, has
and,
rage.
and my new name is Han, as in Solo.
Mm-hmm.
And I commune well with animals,
And
and I'm
and
sneaky.
you're
I'm a
sneaky, yes.
I'm a sneaky guy.
And then we have Usmond, aka twitch.tv/ the Mana Sultan, aka um the monk, who is a great talker, who can get in and out of any conversation, although does not remember any of his past, has no short-term memory, cannot see in the dark at all, is blind in the dark. But hey, he is able to use horses as if they use cows as if they were horses. So he does have that going for him. And I am your host, the underscore Ida, aka twitch.tv/ the underscore Ida. Now, our heroes have joined a cult. In the last session, they joined a cult and now are probably going to go snatch some bodies to feed to the griffin god Hana Barbara. And that is where we left off. They had just spoken to our favorite character, Zachariah Brown, who is somehow able to see them, even though, his hut is 3.5 days away from where they're at.
I love him so much. He's such a great guy.
Oh yeah, you do love Zachariah Brown, due to your great roles. So how's everyone feeling today? How are we ready to take on our tasks?
I'm ready to help out and find some people for the Griffin Lord.
All right.
Can we wander around the commune so I can find a seeing eye dog?
Well, I mean, you can. You're able to see perfectly during the day.
Pretty sure I can talk a doctor into giving me a seeing eye dog. Like,
Oh no, I think you need a seeing eye cat.
Cats do
not
see
gonna-
better at night.
down for a a four-legged, a quadruped to help me see in the dark. Like, I'm not biased here, man. Whatever we can get our hands on, honestly.
I hear good things about honey badgers.
It is true.
It's true.
And who would know more than the animal lore master? So you wake up and you're in your little apartment hut. Not hut, your I would say it's more like a hotel room, you know? You know how hotel rooms are all like familiar but also not? This is definitely the kind of housing that you have. Like we said in the last session, it is, you know, the difference between a complete newbie, you know, cultist number one versus you know, day one versus the cultists that have been there for a while. It's not that different. The high priestess, do you guys remember her name?
Hannah, duh.
Yes.
Hannah.
Hannah. High priestess Hannah, she has the her like little apartment thing is nicer than yours, but it's only, I would say, like 10% nicer. No, so there's some kind of
So she's got like better drawer pulls and stuff like that.
Oh.
Mm.
So this is an egalitarian cult, like we were meant to believe, is it? She's on the higher echelon.
She is on the higher echelon, but the difference between you and her, you know, obviously she's been there for a while, so she has some nicer stuff, but the actual structure that she has is not that great. It's not that different than yours. She has like a like an ensuite kind of bathroom, and you guys have like a public bathroom. I don't know. I don't. But okay, so also you know, when it comes to the power of the cult, Han, you are still, I would say, you are still part of the cult. You are still, you know, I will die for the cult, kind of. But you are not like 100%. You still have this thing on the back of your throat saying this isn't right.
That's the saying now.
Sebastian, you are you know, you are still pretty blinded to the power of the cult. But yeah, you are not as bad as Usmond, who is pretty deep into the cult. All right, so you guys get up in the morning, and the first thing you do is you go to well, you know, it's the morning, so you have to go to worship. So
Are we doing a full morning ritual? Because I got a lot I got to get done beforehand. I got a long number 2 to make.
well, I understand you might have the toiletries to do and have, you know, do your little thing there, but you know, the
Does no one poop in this world?
people poop, but you know, you're your devotion to Hanna-Barbera is so much that you have to do it, and you could defecate in your pants, because that is to second to morning worship.
Fair.
So
Yeah,
everyone
okay.
is getting really pumped and ready to go, and would on your way to worship, um, you guys have oh my god, on your guys' way to worship, you see some people who are kind of going to a different spot, right? I would say like everyone is walking towards this specific spot, and you notice that some people, like one or two people, are kind of cutting off at this like little fork in the road, but it's like almost like if you weren't paying direct attention to them, you wouldn't notice. It's kind of like they're skipping out on morning worship.
Why do they think they're so great?
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, so you guys are walking up. Everyone's they're getting everyone's pretty normal, I would say, in this cult, except that they have this strong urge to worship at the little gathering below the nest of Anna Barbera.
Would you say it's a magical gathering?
It is I would say it's a magical the gathering.
Okay. I feel like I should get a bonus here. But proceed.
So you guys kind of get to the fork in the road now. Are you guys How are you guys going to go and worship? Or are you guys going to try to
We're gonna go and worship. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna scream stop in the name of Birdman. Where are you going?
So
How long have we been here now?
I don't know, but I love the Birdman.
you've been here for one night.
Oh, one night. This is our first worship.
This is your first worship.
Oh. So I guess we wouldn't really know if these people were doing something weird or not.
What I got going?
Birdman.
So Sabastian
Birdman.
yells, "Where are you guys going?" And some can you roll on that? Roll your attention stat.
4.
You say
Good.
where are you guys going, and everyone, you notice there's this little this child who is kind of like walking on crutches, kind of he turns around and he's in a little tiny child prepubescent voice. He goes to it's time for worship, Anna Barbera. And because he thinks that you're trying to pump up the crowd, and everyone kind of gets pretty excited because this kid is excited, and now you're excited, and like everyone is just like pretty pumped now. Like you're kind of like, you know, it's like tailgating on the way to your favorite sports kickoff thing. So can everyone roll a d20 for me?
Gonna go with the ivory one tonight. Fucking 20. Why did I roll that one more often?
6.
15.
Okay. So let me just get this in here. So, you know, Ushan, you, while this is happening, you kind of see, like, you have this feeling, this kind of clarity, where you're like, this doesn't feel right. Why are these, people, like, what is going on here? And then, like a sneeze, the clarity is fleeting, and you're back to being pumped for this. Sabastian, you are, you know, while you're kind of noticing everything, you're kind of noticing, you're like, hey, it's not so bright. Wait, what, you rolled a
15.
15. Yes, yeah. You're like, oh, it's not as bright out as I thought it was. It's kind of darker, and this kind of feels, this morning isn't as nice as I thought it felt a few seconds ago. And
Okay.
Han, as you rolled a 3, right?
6.
6. Yeah. So as you kind of are looking at this kid, and you notice, hey, like, you're kind of like, maybe this is true. Maybe this cult isn't as bad as I was thinking it was. Maybe I do belong here. And you kind of lose a little bit of your connection to reality as you are further taken in by the cult.
Is this kid gonna get eaten by the bird? Is this what's happening? I mean, I feel like 100% he's going to, but
That was my initial gut reaction.
yeah.
It was like, yo, let's sacrifice this kid, and then maybe I'll be able to see again. But you know, we'll read the room a little bit, see how the crowd.
I mean, I'm
goes.
okay with him being eaten. It's at this point, you know, everyone's got to get eaten at some point.
It's just the way the world works.
Yeah.
So you guys kind of get to under this, you know, Hanna-Barbera. It's little perch. It's little, like we kind of mentioned before. It's perch. It's facing the other cities, right? But where you worship is kind of underneath that. So you're not like in front of Hanna-Barbera's cave or perch or nest or whatever. You're kind of maybe ivory tower. You're kind of like
Irie.
Irie.
That's the eagle's nest. And yeah, sorry.
It's called a what?
An Irie.
That's not a real word. So
Listen to the animal expert, you.
that's true. That's true.
So where we are, it's just like old feathers and like giant shits. Like, is that right?
No, because you're like 3 stories below it, this is kind of how the mountain works. Kind of like you're 3 stories below it. Its perch is, or ivory, or irie, or irony, is just above. It's just like a different spot in the mountain, and you guys are below it. And you see, so you guys are hanging out at this little thing. Everyone is talking about what a great day it is because it's the like wait, I forgot where I put it. I had something really great planned, but it's okay. But it's the oh no, where did it go?
National Bird People Independence Day.
This is embarrassing, guys. Please just give me a second.
Is it more embarrassing than taking a nap deep into when we should have started?
No. So listen, sometimes you just fall asleep. So it is a special day in the participants of Harmonies. It's Tom and Jerry Day. From, because every year, on February 14th, they celebrate the love that two cultists, Tom and Jerry, had for each other. Now, Hanna-Barbera, in their love, they're the ones who kind of found out that, hey, if we go and capture other animal or other humans, not us, and we sacrifice them to Hanna-Barbera, Hanna-Barbera would no longer eat us. So Tom and Jerry Day is very important to the participants of Harmony because it kind of signifies them as a safe ground. Now their cult is now safe, or their town is now safe, because now they have a vision of going out and stealing people for Hanna-Barbera and sacrificing to them. And so you see, just because, Tom and Jerry, they both had the love for the cult. And usually now one person gets sacrificed, but because it's a very special day, February 14th, Tom and Jerry Day, they sacrifice 2 people. And so you see the people that you saw walking off the path. You see them coming out with these two humans that are, kind of screaming and crying, and they don't want to be sacrificed to the god Hanna-Barbera. And so you guys are looking at them, and can you guys roll your
Only I could be so lucky as to be eaten.
Yeah. Can you roll your watching somebody get sacrificed in front of you check?
I remember those checks.
I got a 2. Enjoy your stay. This body is only a vessel for Hanna-Barbera anyways. You will live in eternal glory in the afterlife. Amen.
I got a 20.
1 second. Sorry, I clicked on a program and it started. Okay, I'm back. What did you guys? What did you roll?
20.
2. I rolled an 8.
Guys, we're doing great.
We got a 30 altogether.
I mean, that's not bad.
That is not bad. Ushan, you get more excited and more excited as the you saw your first sacrifice. Han and Sabastian, you both are still on the outer edge of is this going to, like, you guys are still connected to reality. You're not as far gone as Ushan and his worship. Now you do you have enough to kind of even though you have enough to realize that this isn't right, but you, in the back of your mind, but there's, for some reason, you're unable to kind of see that it is the right thing, right? You aren't able to see what is the best course of action, kind of thing, like what you can do to kind of get yourself out of this situation, I guess.
So basically, we're powerless to stop it, sort of thing.
You're like a you're like a 30s or a 40s, like 1940s wife who their drunk husband has come home from the war, and you're unable to still be with your lesbian partner now that your husband's back.
Okay.
Where's my dinner?
Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect. Yeah, so these two folks, they get eaten up, and you guys, Usan is chanting and going wild as all the people kind of turn into animals while this is happening, so you see Hannah, the high priestess. She kind of wipes blood on her face from the slaughter as this hawk kind of chews them up and spits them out. 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 Sorry, this griffin. It's a griffin. It's not a hawk. And it's just, you guys get to everyone's partying, going wild, and then once it's over, everyone kind of just goes, okay, and you guys walk down the mountain, and everyone kind of acts like a normal villager, a normal person. There's nothing wild about it. And yeah, you guys kind of, I would say that Han and Sabastian, you kind of notice, you kind of are like, oh, now there's like, we're just normal people kind of thing. So you guys do have some free time before your next little thing. You guys don't know, no one has really told you what to do or what you can and cannot do, or so you kind of have some time to free time.
We don't have an assigned task.
Yeah, you're still new. You don't have an assigned task. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Now we're no longer in the confines of the temple place area. Where now, can we go back up that way? Is that a possibility, or are we
like go back up the mountain?
Yeah.
I mean,
how
you guys
close did we get to the griffin before?
Nailed it.
You didn't really get that close. It did come down and eat the bodies, and you could see or pick up the bodies in its mouth.
Those were people, not just bodies. Sir.
Okay, sorry. The people and it as it shoot them, spit them out, shoot them, spit them out, shoot them, spit them out.
Walruses do that.
Walruses do
Sorry.
that.
Yeah, sorry. Go on.
Interesting. But yeah, you didn't get actually that close to it. And I would say this is like a pretty normal, like, village.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from the murdering.
No.
Besides the cult worship and the murdering.
I mean, all this murder and blood made me a little thirsty. You guys want to grab a drink real quick, or?
Is there a tavern?
Yeah, there'd be a tavern.
Okay. It's a good place to gather some information.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you go to the tavern, and you're like, hey, I would like your finest of beers. Or, I mean, I shouldn't tell you what you like. You get to the tavern, and yeah, you guys are thirsty, and you guys can order whatever you'd want.
I'll take an apple martini with sugar rim.
I thought you were gonna like ask for this special red Kool-Aid or something like that, just to sate your bloodlust.
No. Something real casual and light. Maybe if you have like any of those little like umbrellas that float on top, or like a really cool like themed straw that you guys have with the tavern. Like I don't know if you guys do like little like shark ones or like I don't know, maybe like bird ones. Is there any bird straws here? Can I get a bird straw?
A griffin straw.
The griffin straw.
What about apps? Do you guys have apps?
And the bartender kind of looks at you and says, the bartender realizes that you're a cult member. Because some people come into this town just to get abducted. It is one of those things that's part of their thing,
What hasn't happened in a while? I haven't been abducted in a while. I should probably go to that town.
No, the town, the participants of Harmony, it can get some travelers, right, who don't know what it is, and so yeah, a majority of the people are just participants of Harmony, but sometimes, every once in a while they get some people, who are looking for information, or, just travelers who are just blinded by bliss.
Hot pie.
Now the bartender looks at you guys, and so he realizes that, yeah, you are you're cult members, but he knows that you guys, he kind of says, to you, where do you guys live? Because you guys look like new people. Where do you live? So you kind of tell him where you guys live. You have a spot, and he then asks what color the house is. Can you tell him what color your house is?
Why do you want to know?
He's the bartender. He says, I just need to know the color of your house.
Great bird man sees no color.
You should, like if there's a bunch, all the houses are the same color on your block. Just like what color is the house? I don't recognize you guys.
We live in the grayest of the gray houses.
And so when he says that, he goes, oh, okay, um, and and he says to you guys, yeah, unfortunately, I'm unable to serve you. You guys, you need to, um, you this bar is not for folks who live in the grayest of grays houses. Um, this is a bar for the committed, folks who have gone through the ritual.
Interesting. You know, guys, I don't remember seeing this guy's face at worship. Do you guys remember seeing this guy's face at worship?
I do
I
not.
also didn't see a sign on the door that said that. So
Yeah, I'm starting to think that this may be an infiltrator trying to get in on our bird worshiping here.
How
The
dare you, sir.
bartender.
Bartender? What do
That's
you
how
say?
they always influence, because everyone tells the bartender everything.
sure.
So you look around, and you notice that people are kind of now looking at you. Everyone, as you accuse the bartender of not being a participant of Harmony. Can everyone roll their keep calm check?
Don't shit the bed check.
I'm rolling the red over for this one. We got a 12.
Ooh, 19. I like
And-
this dice.
I don't like this dice.
What did you roll?
I got a 10.
Oh, okay.
Fucking 10.
So, yeah, you all, oh my god, that was, okay. You all, kind of get this, sense of we're pushing the wrong buttons. Sebastian is, you're like, guys, we need to cool it. You know, we're new, and we don't know the rules. Obviously, this place does not train their people that well. Their cult members very well. It's kind of like a trial by fire. You know, go as you go. Usmond, you kind of have this, once again, this a bright flash of this isn't right. We're doing something wrong, before you go right back into your love for your overlord, Hanna Barbera. And Han, your kind of movement, you're holding out for, you're still connected to reality, but not, you haven't gone off the deep end yet. You're basically, what we're rolling is our sanity checks, and our, you know, so hopefully somebody will break the spell, or maybe someone will become a diehard cult loving fan, and who knows what will happen. So you guys leave, you kind of leave the bar, and I guess what you have to do now is find some tasks to do to raise your status in the cult, so you can get out of the gray zone. No one wants to be stuck in the gray zone.
I thought that eating some apps would really show them how dedicated we were.
I think eating apps is great, but the big part is you're taking more than you're giving. You know, you need to show your dedication to to the Griffin God in order to move on.
I guess I'll take my shirt off and start asking random passerbyers, hey, do you want me to ruffle your feathers?
That could work.
I don't know how much more dedicated you want me to be than that, man. But,
well, you are
we
gonna
can
be
start
going to the cafeteria. So you're on your way to like the general what you've noticed now is the gray zone cafeteria.
Oh, so we don't get to eat with the rest of the people. We're like the freshmen. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you guys go over there and do your thing.
Yeah, I mean the food's not bad. It's just you know,
It's the principle.
you gotta you gotta do your dedication to get unlock the greater goodies.
Should we go after we eat? Should we go talk to the priestess and see what we need to do to be initiated, and if we want to do those things?
I mean, it's more of like how. Right now, yes, you can definitely do that, but your enthusiasm for the cult, Han, is still high, right? So you're not gonna like, yet you'll go there, right? And whatever she tells you, you'll probably do. You're not gonna have like a yes or no, I will or will not do this. Like you want to make this cult everything. It's not a cult to you guys. It's a livelihood. It's paradise on Earth. So yeah, you do go to the cafeteria. Ushan, can you roll? Because you've decided to take off your shirt and ruffle the feathers of people. Can you roll and see? See your ruffle feathers check.
Let's go.
Do they serve chicken at the cafeteria?
Blue D20. Shit, dogs gonna eat this. 13. 13, that's respectable.
That is respectable. So you take off your shirt and you go to ruffle some feathers. But as you're taking off your shirt, you kind of just, your excitement wanes, right? You're kind of like, oh, yeah, you kind of are like, why did I take off my shirt? What feathers was I going to ruffle? This makes...
Who's ruffling whose feathers here?
Yeah, who's ruffling the feathers? So yeah, you go to the cafeteria. You actually get pretty nice food, right? The food is you're like, oh, this tastes not like dirt. This tastes pretty well. Now, is it anything to write a love letter home about? No. But it's still pretty good food. It's you recognize that it's better than what you could make, right? But it's not you wouldn't say it's the best food in your entire life. It's just decent food. So while you're there, you kind of see some people sit down at the same table that you're at, and they're just doing some small talk. They introduce themselves. They've also been here for just a few days. And one of them, his name is Eric.
His name's just Eric.
I'm gonna punch him in his face.
Yeah.
I'm punching him in his face.
Eric Eric says,
And then I punch him in the face.
yeah, so Eric says, he says, oh, I don't want to be called Erhan. I like Eric. Eric is my name. And, so it sounds like Usmond, in response to just hearing him say his name is Eric, wants to punch him in the face. Is everyone okay with?
Why?
I'm gonna stop him. I'm gonna try and stop him from whacking him.
Well, why are you so anti-Eric?
Yeah.
Because we were just blank vessels, and for someone to disclaim their connection to Hana the Barbara is blasphemy.
Fair enough.
Can you guys, I would say, can Han and Sabastian roll your kind of subdue check on Usmond?
Motherfucker, I love this dice. Hey,
5 and 3.
nope. Another 20.
You rolled a 2?
I rolled a 20.
Sebastian.
I should probably get a roundhouse kick, not a punch, but like a solid kick somewhere.
Sebastian, he kind of, Sebastian and Usmond, Sebastian and Han look at each other, and you guys are kind of arguing about what you can do as you see that your buddy is winding up to punch this guy, because not this guy, Eric, and Sebastian, you kind of are like, wait a second, this isn't right. What this guy's standing for, he's trying to have his individuality. I once was an individual.
I once was an individual.
And you kind of are trying to think of what your name was, because you know that your name wasn't Sebastian, but you can't remember. You can't put your finger on what the right name was. Han, you're kind of you're feeling like reality, your reality slip away. As you're arguing, and you kind of pause during the arguing, because 1 second you're anti him punching him in the face. Now you feel like you are for him punching him in the face. You don't know what is right and what is wrong in this very scenario. So you kind of like back away, and Sebastian, it kind of subdues Usmond from punching this guy in the face. Eric goes, whoa, sorry, I'm new here too. It's kind of just an interesting place we were at, right?
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
I mean, I love the participants in Harmony and everything that they've done, but I wasn't prepared for what was gonna happen this morning with the eating of people in front of us. It was a lot more gruesome than I imagined. The crunching of the skulls, and the when it spit out these people. Now I understand it's Tom and Jerry Day, but it seems like everyone else has just like gone back to normal. Everyone was in the morning where everyone was super pumped, and then everyone, it seems like they've forgotten I cannot understand this place. I can't get my head around it. And so he looks at you guys and says, well, what are your guys' feelings on this?
I feel you. See, it's a little weird. It's a little on the weirder side.
Eric von Dusseldorf-Hahn, where do you hail from?
So as you start to say that, High Priestess Hana comes out behind a curtain and says, "Congratulations, you guys have just passed your first test. One of the important things in the participants of Harmony is there's always infiltrators trying to take over. They're trying to get in, take what nice things we have away from us, and noticing that something is a little off with someone can help us out, help the participants in Harmony get to their true goal and get there." And so she looks at you guys and she says, "I'm going to assign you your path leader." And she kind of says to you guys, what but before I assign you the path leader, what is it that you want out of from Hanna-Barbera?
Harmony?
To not be blind.
At night.
At night.
Just at night. During the day, that's okay.
During the day, yeah.
If you could just switch them, that'd be great.
No.
So in response to your answer, she to be one with Harmony, she looks at you, Han, and she says, "You guys are young travelers, I can tell. And you guys are young men, as I can tell. So
You don't know half of it, lady."
So here, I believe that you guys might be best at conversion. We always need more people to convert. If that's something you guys would be interested in doing, growing participants of Harmony.
Do we get to give pies?
No, sorry. And she looks at the second and she says, "You guys must not understand. I mean, we do throw people into this cult. Sorry, we throw people into being participants, and we kind of let them learn. When I say convert, now that means you will convert people from living to the sacrifice altar into dying. No, the pie people, those are our bakers."
How do we get in that detail? Because I kind of like that one.
Well, that's great and all, but usually that is a separate level. You have to have been with us for a while, learn the cooking, the baking, and
Candlestick making?
And the candlestick making, yes. So what I am going to need you guys to do is to go to help convert people, and I will assign you somebody who will will aid you in your what they like to say is conversation. And but for now, just enjoy the rest of your night. As free little souls. And then
Can we go? Can we be served at the tavern now?
she says, "They didn't serve you at the tavern?"
I fucking knew it. Oh, I fucking knew it.
And then she laughs. No. You guys are living in the gray houses. If you want to be served at the tavern, you must upgrade to the greenhouses by showing your devotion, and motion of the ocean to the Hanna Barbera in the participants of Harmony. And she kind of does this dance as she's leaving the room. So I will attempt. She goes, wait. Ha! As she wakes up Leroy and upset him. And now both my cats are here. Can you guys roll your persuaded check?
Let's go blue. Is 11.
17.
I got a 3.
Hey.
Okay. So as the kind of day ends, all you guys did was worship the god and go to the cafeteria. It feels like, but it feels like that, but you've done a lot more. The whole day kind of has flipped over on its side. At the beginning of the day, Han, you were the most skeptical, but now you're teetering on insanity towards the participants of Harmony. If I was to put you on a scale of 1 to 9, 9 being broken from the chains of the participants of Harmony, and 0 being unretrievable unless the Griffin God dies, you are a 2. Sabastian, wow, you're an 8.
Hey.
And then Usmond, you're a 5. So
Hey, he's moving up in the world.
He's moving further away from complete destruction of his brain, right? So next session, what we'll be doing is we'll be going towards the conversion, maybe capturing some people and offering them to the Griffin God. But if you and had some fun, click the follow button, subscribe or whatever. It means a lot to us. And we'll see you next Monday.
Woohoo!
Go Griffin!